Again, my name is Finn, which is short for Phineas Washer, and I'm a retired Presbyterian minister in San Antonio. I am the peace advocate for Mission Presbytery, which is our jurisdictional element, and it was under the sponsorship of that group that the Nevi Shalom team came here. Jenny invited me to say a word about how I got involved with this. Our presbytery had a peace issue dealing with nuclear arms before, and we voted for this peace proposal 111 to 110. So that was hardly a peacemaking. And so 8 Presbyterian ministers, 4 who've been interested in the Presbyterian peacemaking program, and 4 who had military chaplain backgrounds, sat down together and said, what can we find that would unite our presbytery in a peacemaking venture rather than divide us? And after some thrashing around, we landed on Nevi Shalom, Wahat al-Salam, which is translated Oasis of Peace. And this is the second time that this team has been here, or a team from Nevi Shalom, Wahat al-Salam. In fact, interestingly, spoke in this very ballroom to about 450 Presbyterians 2 years ago. So we're delighted to have them back, and I know you will be excited to know that every occasion in which they've spoken these last 48 hours has been virtually a full house. And so we're very much playing so much, and in the midst of the chaos and confusion of bitter conflict, it is both heartening and inspiring to be associated with groups which some see as aliens, such as Jews and Palestinians, to find those folks, or at least a small group of them, working together in harmony, attempting to lean toward each other, doing their best to understand and encourage and support one another. Nevi Shalom, Wahat al-Salam, the Oasis of Peace Village in Israel, is a demonstration of this kind of effort for reconciliation, and it's about that we have gathered this afternoon here. And I'm very pleased to introduce to you Deanna Armbruster. Deanna is the Executive Director of the American Friends for Nevi Shalom, Wahat al-Salam, has a wonderful story, and she in turn will speak about her work and the main Presbyterian ministers.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be in Kerrville, and a great delight to see so many people come out to hear us on a Saturday afternoon. Thank you for taking your time to learn about this very special project in bringing Jews and Palestinians together. As Finn said, I am Deanna Armbruster. I'm the U.S. Executive Director for the American Friends of Nevi Shalom Wahat Salam, which is a big, long title of a big, long organization that means that I do all of the U.S. outreach in the United States, from grassroots educational support as well as fundraising and development for Nevi Shalom Wahat Salam. My offices are based in Los Angeles, and we're a small crew there of 2 or 3 people at any given time. And one of the great opportunities that we have every year is to host representatives from the Oasis of Peace in the United States. And we travel about the country speaking to all different kinds of groups. This is actually my little son Alexander, who apparently just wants to say hi. He's actually been to Nevi Shalom Wahat Salam, so maybe he will help with the Q&A when we get there. So Ahmed and Naomi started their tour in the U.S. Earlier this week on Monday. They arrived in Idaho. We were in Boise and Ketchum, Idaho. From there we went to Houston. We came up to San Antonio on Thursday. Tomorrow we're headed to Knoxville, Tennessee for a couple of days, and then onwards to Washington, D.C. and New York, all in a 2-week period. Today, Naomi and Ahmed are going to introduce to you more about the community, Nevi Shalom Wahat Salam. They'll tell you about how it was founded, and specifically about the joint educational projects that are ongoing there. Nevi Shalom Wahat Salam is home to the very first bilingual, binational primary school in the region, where Jewish and Arab children are learning together It's the first school where children came and had the opportunity to learn in Arabic and Hebrew with respect for both cultures, histories, traditions. They'll also talk about the School for Peace, which is a conflict management program. It originally started by bringing teenagers together, 16, 17-year-olds that would come and meet each other. And for the first time, to have an opportunity to just talk with one another. Even though they're growing up in towns and villages that are right near each other, that is not something that is normal in the region for young people to meet. That program has now expanded to include adult education projects and targets various sectors in society as well. They'll also talk about the spiritual programs in the community. Neve Shalom Muhammad Salam was founded by a man who wanted to bring three faiths together, Muslims, Christians, and Jews. And they have programs there that are working in that interfaith capacity. After they both have an opportunity to talk a little bit, they will be happy to take your questions and we'll be able to have a dialogue with you. I've been associated and working with Neve Shalom Muhammad Salam for over 10 years now. And one of the things that keeps driving me forward in doing this kind of work is the real integrity of the work of the community, the authenticity, the fact that it's real. They're real people, normal people, living just normal lives. But they've made a decision to approach the conflict in the region differently. They're not trying to hide from the issues or bury them under the table. In fact, they're putting them on the table to deal with, to talk about, and to find a way through together. And for me, that's what speaks about the work of Jews and Palestinians being able to live together more than anything. Ahmed Hijazi came to Neve Shalom Muhammad Salam when he was a teenager. It is an opportunity to meet other teenagers, and that experience changed his life. After he graduated from college and was married, he moved back to live in the community with his wife and raise his children there. He's worked in the community ever since. Naomi Mark was born in the Oasis of Peace. She has been raised there in her entire life. Her parents are one of the first couples that came to live there. She went through the educational system in the community, learning in both Arabic and Hebrew. She speaks both fluently as well as English as yet another language. And they will tell you more about themselves. And I guess with this, we'll turn it over to them so you have the most amount of time with them. Thank you very much for the most amount of time.